All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to be picking up where we left off with Phillies' Road to the Show. So if you guys don't recall from last week, we'd flown through the month of June. I think we started here, I want to say. We started at the Cup Series, and then we got all the way to the end of June, beginning of July with the Texas Rangers series. I almost started the series against the Tampa Bay Rays, but I was able to back out of that before we started. So, good on me for doing that. But as you can see, we're getting closer and closer into the All-Star break. We only have like 9 more games before we hit the Home Run Derby, and then the All-Star game, and then a couple days of break before we get back before Philly gets into the swing of things or gets into the second half of the season against Baltimore. So, pretty good season so far for the Phillies, 58-30. I don't know if that's the best record in the National League right now. Yes, it is. Okay, so although the Cubs are not too far behind, they are at 51-37. So they're about 7 games behind. But as long as Philadelphia can take one of the top 2 seeds, then that's all that really matters. Because then they're guaranteed that last spot. Or they're guaranteed the home field advantage, at least for the NLDS. So we're going to get right into the second half of the season. What's up, SB Champ? I'm sorry what happened this weekend that made it so bad for you. And what's up, Poopin'? Did you all check out the Legends trailer? I did, and I'll be honest, it wasn't really... I'll be honest, I was very underwhelmed about it. There were some legends in there that I thought was cool. Dustin Pedroia making his return. Yeah, I just said that. Jeremy Burnitz is also going to be in this one. And that's actually cool for me because he used to play for the Mets. So I think that's interesting. But in all honesty, all the other ones, I wasn't really excited about. Craig Nettles, Dustin Roberts, Maybe I'll have to see what their ratings are, but really, there's nothing. All the legends, I think, that were really gonna sell the game, like Albert Pujols being back in this game, I think those were already revealed. So, we could we might see more, but yeah, I think Roy Campanella, Albert Pujols being revealed already. Those were set in stone. It's nice to see that Randy Johnson is going to be back in the game.
Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
So, as Phil Lee drives that one out to right field, no doubt about it. Ring the bell, Phil Lee. That's his 36th on the year. And Philly is going to give the Phillies a 2-1 lead with that. So I just felt it was kind of underwhelming. I mean, there were some cool legend reveals in it, but overall, I just felt it wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be. But it is only the Legends trailer, okay? There might be more. I mean, Carlos Beltran wasn't even revealed until I think a couple days before MLB The Show 25 came out. What up, Dodger? How are you? So still plenty of time for some new legends, really cool legends, to be revealed. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, Hoopin, what's your question?
Catcher Carson Kelly.
And Champ, I'm sorry to hear that you got COVID again. Let me tell. Oh well, you already know, but it sucks. Yeah. As long as you're not talking about, like, my relationship status, because I'd really rather keep that private. But yours, I mean, you want to talk about yours, that's your right.
Morel.
What's up, Bubbles? How are ya? Yeah, COVID never... Just because COVID is no longer in the news does not mean that it's not around. It is. How was my weekend? Iran kept me busy. Oh my gosh. That broke literally during my shift.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I remember the first time I got COVID. A coworker of mine brought it into work, and I sat next to him, and I was I was about to get on the subway when I was called from work saying, "Oh, your coworker had COVID. You may want to get yourself tested." And then, sure enough, days later, I tested positive for it. And back then, it was scary. It was scary back then. I mean, yeah, I was vaccinated, but still, it was scary because my family, were at high risk. And if I brought it... See, I wasn't at high risk. I knew I wasn't. But the rest of my family were. That's a close one. So it was very scary. I had to isolate myself up here. Like, I couldn't eat dinner with my family. I couldn't go downstairs to watch TV with them. Nope. I had to stay up here. That's what sucked about it. Ooh, sounds like it was a severe case. Lee. I never threw up when I had COVID.
Ball. No, inside.
Oh my gosh, Philly. You better hope that goes foul. Thank God. Oh, I'm sorry, Hoopin. I didn't mean to ignore you. Okay, well, it sounds like... Okay, so it sounds like that you and her are getting along. Or have you, like, asked her to hang out with you?
Got him.
Like, have you hung out outside of... Or... Oh God, our fate is in the hands of Miguel Andujar. Ugh. He's lucky. It was bad that night. Saturday felt a little better. So then I decided to go to the plus I just hope that doesn't impact your ability to I said that and she said she would let me know, but the crazy thing is that she keeps on saying
0-1's the count.
to me, and she says she misses me. I mean, I really feel like that the next step is to ask her to hang out with you. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe you should be asking her out on a date. Maybe that's what she's waiting for.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know. Does anyone else want to chime in? You know, should Hoopin... Am I wrong? Should Hoopin be asking this girl out on a date, or should he just be... Should he just be asking her to hang out?
Now batting, catcher Carson Kelly.
You believe this? I think I just heard MVP chants for Carson Kelly, and it's like, what about Phil Lee? You know, the man who's the reigning MVP, the guy who may actually win the MVP. Are y'all gonna chant MVP for him? The man who literally just drove in the game-tying run? Well, how long ago did you ask her to hang out with you? How long ago did you do that? It's a base hit before he went now. Yeah, too much on that. Okay, so listen, give it time. All right. You didn't ask her out on a date. You just asked her if you two can hang out. Do you have any ideas? Like, are you going to a mall? Or are you going to, like, a movie? Are you, like, studying together or something? As Bryce Harper hits one to right field and walks it off. It didn't get out, but it was a base hit, so... Okay. So the Phillies take game 1, 6-5 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Very nice. Great job, Lee. Great job, Harper. Although Lee definitely deserves a lot of credit. Four for six. That's fine.
Not accepted. The center fielder, number 28, Jake Minga.
I mean, there was a 4-year gap between my grandparents. So, I would just say, like, take it at your own pace. Feel comfortable with whatever. Feel comfortable with whatever you try to do. Okay, if you're comfortable for just hanging out as friends, then do that. If she gives you if she gives you indications that she would like to be more than friends, or if you feel like that you guys should be more than friends, I mean, feel free to ask her out. You know, but don't put a lot of pressure on yourself on it.
Nope.
Why would he be jealous about that?
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Christopher Morel.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, Tampa Bay Rays take the lead off of Christopher Morel's home run. His 11th on the year. Ooh, excuse me. I'm just saying, I guess really just, yeah, that's my best advice. Just take it at your own pace and don't feel pressure. Okay? And certainly don't. Okay, maybe I'm not understanding the logic here. Hold on. Because he's friends with her, and it's like he keeps secrets and saying I like this girl, but he. I mean, your brother is not dating this girl, is he? This Maddie girl that you're friends with, that you like?
1-1.
Wait, he is dating this girl? This Maddie girl?
2 strikes.
I asked if his girlfriend was this Maddie girl. Ah, okay. Okay, because I was about to say if Oh, Yohan Duran. Yohan Duran. Jeez. Yeah, my best advice to you is, hang out with her, try to get to know her a little better. That's the good thing about not being in a relationship with her right away, because now there's no pressure on you.
3-2.
Okay, so if you believe that, then why don't then
He's out.
then why don't you ask her out? Say, hey, why don't we go to the movies or something?
Now batting, first baseman, right.
No, don't say that. What I would say is, hey, I wanna ask you out. Can we go to movies or something? Keep it simple. Harper, how could you strike out there? No, you never want to ask a girl. No, I would not tell. I would say, again, I would not try to lay out your feelings for her, because then that puts a lot of pressure. As Philly's going to drive this one out to right field, and that is gone. Ring the bell, Philly. Your 37th home run on the year, and that's going to put the Phillies up 3-0. Just
Now batting, right fielder, Phil.
yeah, I would. First of all, I would let her get back to you on hanging out. Although, if that's what she thinks it is, if she says, "Yeah, I'd like to hang out with you," then just let it be hanging out, not going out on a date, because you don't want to put pressure on her
Now batting, the first baseman,
and make it feel like a first date. You want to
Phil Lee.
let her right. So let her get back to you. If she said she wants to hang out with you, then just hang out. Although, I'll be honest, the idea of hanging out at her house kind of has me a little nervous. Or that I don't think. I think it should be more neutral ground.
Right.
Like, it should be more like, oh, let's go to the mall, or let's go to
The catcher,
the movies or something like that. Let's get a bite to eat. Hanging out at her house, I feel like that's a lot of, there's a lot of pressure with that. Unless she invites you. If she invites you, then fine. Then she's comfortable with you being at her house. But if she's not comfortable with that, then I would suggest somewhere more neutral ground. A mall, a movie, a restaurant. I know. I know. It makes me nervous. It would make me a little nervous heading to a girl's house to hang out. Like, when I was in college, there was this girl that I liked in one of my classes, and that's a nice home run by Philly. Ring the bell. Your 38th home run on the year. And that extends the Phillies lead to 7-3. And how'd that go? Nice base hit.
The first baseman, number 3, Harper.
It went well? Well, what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Like, did you guys just talk? Did you guys watch a movie or something? If she calls you later and says,
Runner! Inside, ball 1. He's safe.
if she calls you later and says, yeah, I'd like to hang out, I would leave it up to her to decide if she wants to hang out at her house. Leave it up to her, because you don't want to invite yourself over. If she doesn't say that, I would say, okay, is there, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep... It's hard balancing between having this conversation and also having this, and also trying to play the game here. I don't even know why I entered the game. I should have just left it alone. Or I should have just simmed to the end. As that's going to be a double play to end the game. So the Phillies take 2 out of 3 against the Tampa Bay Rays in the final homestand or the final home series before the All-Star break. So great job by the Phillies with the little iffy there. Yeah, like if she, well, no. If she's the one who says, yeah, why don't you come over to my place, we'll hang out, do this, and then you could say, okay, great, see you then. But if she doesn't suggest that, I would say, okay, why don't we go hang out at like a mall or go see a movie or go get a bite to eat. Let's something like that. If she makes the suggestion for you to be over at her house, then I would accept it because it means that I interpret that to mean that she feels comfortable enough that she's willing to let you do that. But if she doesn't suggest it, then suggest a neutral ground so that you guys are both comfortable. And there's not a lot of pressure on both of you of a first date. that's my suggestion. I mean, Dodger, do you have any other suggestions, or does anyone else have any other suggestions for hooping? For this girl that he likes, he wants to hang out with her, and I'm basically saying, like, take it slow, let her decide, that kind of stuff. I think, Hoopin, you're just putting a lot of pressure on this, and I really wouldn't. I would see it more as we're just hanging out as friends. That's the big advice there, is don't put any pressure on it. All right, it's nice that she seems like she wants to hang out with you. That's a good first step. Although I don't know if hanging out at her place is necessarily a good first place to be hanging out at, because there could be a lot of things that happen at her place. That's my biggest concern.
Aye. 0-1's the count. Ball, that's
Whereas
out.
not a lot can happen at a mall or a movie theater.
That's in. Ball 2.
Wow,
3 balls,
so
1 strike.
that relationship sounds like she really wanted to move quickly. What end up how long did you date that girl?
That is full. The catcher working.
Okay, so a pretty long time. Did you feel like it was moving too quickly, or were you okay with the pace? Because honestly, that if I just met a girl and she's like, "Oh, I want to meet your parents. I want to, hang out at your house," I'd be like, "Whoa, okay, I'm a little uncomfortable with that. Seems like we're going fast. Why don't we just try to go to a mall or go to movies or something like that? Hang out." Okay, well, that's good. I think you should be taking this slow. Miguel Andujar grounding into a double play. What else is there? Seriously, we gave up Kyle Schwarber for that? The sad part is, I have a feeling it's going to come back to haunt the Phillies in the World Series, if they get that far.
You're out.
Nice.
Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
I will also say, just learning off of my past experiences or my past experience with dating a girl, I would say always make an effort, because that was the biggest thing that I didn't do in that on those dates that I went with that girl. She always suggested the dates, and I never really suggested a time or date myself. So I think that to be honest, I wasn't feeling right with her. Like, there was just not that spark, and she even admitted that to me as well. Like, we didn't feel that spark with each other, but I do feel like the fact that I didn't make an effort to schedule dates with her, that probably drove her away. Maybe she thought it could have been something, and because I didn't make an effort, she probably felt like it wasn't worth her time. So, sure, Dodger, go ahead. Tell me which players you drafted. Ah, France, you lucked out. That should have been. If I had been more patient on that, that would have been a base hit. Nice catch, Lee. So, I would just take it slow. Like, don't rush into it. Just let her determine if she wants to hang out, and if she wants to hang out at her house. If not, then suggest a neutral ground, and then go from there. Okay? If she does want to hang out, make sure you try to get to know her. You know, ask questions. Find out what it is that you'd like to know about her, and try to have that conversation. But also be relaxed about it. Don't be trying to be like an investigative journalist. You're not trying. Don't do that. You know, but try to have like a normal conversation about it. Got him. Now we're going to sim to the end there. And that's the ball game. So the Philadelphia Phillies take Game 1 in the rematch of the World Series. Christopher Sanchez with his 10th win on the year. 6-2 the final score. Philly went 2 for 4. It's also tough for me to give advice for dating, because I haven't been on a date ever since I moved to the overnight, actually. And that was over 2 years ago. Is it 2.5? Let me see. No, not 2.5 yet, but it will be over 2.5 years ago. I feel like I can't, it's not fair. With my schedule right now, it's just not fair for me to be in a relationship. It's not fair to the woman that I want to be a part of, or that I would want to go out with.
He's out. He's out.
I mean, if a woman is ever okay with my schedule the way it is right now, then, believe me, I'm gonna take her up on it. But I don't think it's fair for me to offer, or I don't think it's fair for me to be in a relationship with a woman and never be around for her or never be able to hang out with her.
Leading up for the Astros, a shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Nice catch, Lee. I mean, I tried to focus on girls who like baseball because, hey, I like baseball, but I ended up finding a lot of Yankees and Phillies fans, so that was like, no.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She doesn't have to be a Mets fan. She could be a Red Sox fan, could be a Blue Jays fan. But if she's a Yankees or a Phillies fan, that's an automatic no for me.
Aye.
It's clear. Will Smith, Vinny Pasquantino, Bryce Terang, Willie Castro, Geraldo Perdomo, Seiya Suzuki, O'Neal Cruz, Jake Mangum, Kyle Schwarber, Teoscar Hernandez, Zach McKinstry, Mauricio Dubon, Addison Berger, Javier Baez, Nolan Gorman, Otani, Trevor Rogers, Prius Evage, Drew Rasmussen, Abner Uribe, Emmett Sheehan, Cade Horton, Adrian Morejon. Seems like you picked a lot of guys who are going to be like aces in their rotation. And that has me concerned because those guys are only going to pitch every 5 days. So there might be games where you don't get a lot of points because of your pitchers. That's my concern.
1-0.
Like Trey Savage, I expect him to be the ace for the Blue Jays. Otani is going to be the ace for the Dodgers. Trevor Rogers, he's going to be the ace for the Orioles. That's my concern. Drew Rasmussen, I think he might be the second or third pitcher on the Rays, but that's still like
3 balls, no strikes.
top tier. So, but I really don't know a lot about drafting for fantasy baseball. I only did that once, and I never really kept up with it. Fantasy baseball was just something that was hard for me to keep up on. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies hold on to a 6-0 lead over the Astros, and they take a 2-0 series lead. Going for the sweep in the next game. Zach Wheeler picks up his 12th win on the season. Who the heck is Judo? Ugh.
Ball, that's inside.
Not a name that I'm familiar with.
Ball, that's outside.
Oh, okay. What, as like a raid or?
2 balls, 1 strike. 1 ball, 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 1
Nice base hit. Oh, well, that was nice of him. Okay.
2-2 the count.
Ugh.
He's good.
I should have gone there. Or Lee should have gone there, excuse me. Oh no, that was bad.
3 balls, 2
And
strikes.
still stole the base. Wow. Incredible. Ugh.
Batting third, the left fielder, Alvarez.
So, yeah, I think you're putting a little too much pressure on this. Hoopin. Just take it easy. Take it slow. Take it easy. You know,
Head on the tag.
enjoy hanging out with her. And then get a feel for what it is that where you and her are on.
Ball 1.
That would be my best advice.
Two and 0.
But also be active, too. Man, the Mets are really falling off. I mean, just looking at that, dang.
Now batting,
19 and a half games back?
Kelly.
Jeez.
Now batting, right fielder, Phil.
Are there
Lee.
injuries? Lee with a deep drive to right field. And that's gone! Phil Lee, I think that's his 39th on the year. And it gets the game tied up at 2. I didn't think it was going to get out, but glad it did. And it was a couple rows back, so definitely enough distance.
Hey!
And Lee drives this one to center field, no doubt about it. This one is gone. Phil Lee with his second homer of the game. And he puts the Phillies further out front. It's now 6-2 with his 40th home run on the year. A 3-run homer. Wow. Phil Lee is angry at the Astros. He's like, you guys cost us, took the World Series away from us twice. Now he's going to get revenge by taking away a home run right there. And he's going to hit 2 home runs in the game. He's on a mission. He is on a mission. Honestly, I think this series he's been amped up. I think he's had a pretty good series so far. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be yawning, but that's what I get for waking up. Okay, so still chasing pitches way outside the zone. That's still an issue for me. Got it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yep, that ball went out.
Ooh. Oh man, the Astros came back, so good thing Phil Lee added on. Or they're trying to mount a comeback. This is not good. That one's going to be lying to the third baseman, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies get the sweep against the Astros in revenge for the their World Series loss to the Astros. And the Phillies keep improving. Yeah, series-wise, Philly did extremely well. He had more than an average above 500 in this series. 9 RBIs, 2 home runs. Wow. Yeah, definitely a good series for Phil Lee. He was determined. I think we'll play this series against the Milwaukee Brewers, and then we'll upgrade Phil Lee before we head into the All-Star game. Phil Lee signing some autographs, maybe for some Brewers fans who might be reconsidering. Hey, they've got an MVP on the Phillies have an MVP on their team. Maybe they be Philly fans. Am I ready for the World Baseball Classic? Yeah. I mean, it just sucks that the only World Baseball Classic stuff that I have
That's a ball.
is kind of outdated because it has Pete Alonso on it, so it's kind of outdated. But Tierra, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. How you doing today?
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Ooh, man. But you know what? I'm looking. I've got my U.S. baseball hat
3-2.
right here. In fact, if I pause it for a second. Have to dust it off a little bit. It's been sitting for a while, collected some dust and all that. So, thanks. I'm chilling with some snacks. What about you? How's your day going so far? My day is all right. You know, not really anything too spectacular. Just streaming some Road to the Show, getting ready for MLB The Show 26. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention, guys. Regardless of how this season ends with Phil Lee, I think this will be the last full season that I do of his Road to the Show. I think we're a little too close to MLB The Show 26 for me to do another full season. I think it takes me like an hour to get, or 3 hours through an entire month, and I can't be going on that kind of a pace. So, I think Phil Lee's Road to the Show will come to an end after this season. I don't think I'm going to continue on with it, and we're just going to get ready. I'm just going to get ready for MLB The Show 26. What's up, Bray? How are you? Didn't mean to ignore you there.
Now batting, left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
Why are you dying?
2 balls, 1 strike.
So Tierra, my favorite team is the Mets. Oh, he's out. My favorite team is the Mets, and you're like the second person that came in here saying he tested positive for COVID. SB Champ was the last one. So everybody's getting COVID now. Yep, and my favorite player all time, well, when you say favorite player, do you mean currently or do you mean all time? Because I have 2 different answers for that.
Get out, ball. Get out.
Nice, Phil Lee. Juan Soto. I have his jersey, so.
Take your base, ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman,
Shoot. Nope.
That's ball 4.
Well, it's not going to be Ohtani. Well, clearly you know about baseball, so who's your favorite team and player? Kiera?
the first baseman, number 3,
Ah, man. Bases loaded and we couldn't... We couldn't freaking score against the Brewers.
the batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Nice.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Oh, but we're falling behind here. Honestly, even if Phil Lee comes through with a base hit, no guarantee he's going to be able to... Or there's no guarantee he's going to score. Oh, Christ.
Ball.
Jesus. Trying to wipe up all that dust and it ended up on my shirt. Jeez Louise. Alright, I don't think the Phillies are coming back, so they're gonna have to drop game one against the Milwaukee Brewers. It's unfortunate, but maybe they could take game two and then game three. Certainly don't want to head into a situation where the Phillies are going to have to play to avoid being swept. Miziarowski. That's who the Phillies are going up against today.
One and one.
Well, Brewers, they're pretty good. Although I think the Phillies knew that.
Right fielder, Phil Lee.
Lee with a drive to right center field. And that's getting up against the wall. I asked who your favorite team and player was. Ah. Well, I appreciate you being honest. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not interested in having any banners or profile pictures or anything like that. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff or that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're in here for, sorry to disappoint you, but I really don't deal with graphic artists like yourself. If you'd like to stay in here for baseball content, I mean, that's up to you. But I'm not interested in banners or graphic or profile pictures or anything like that. So, and I will tell you, I'm a lot nicer. I'm being a lot nicer about it now than I have been in the past. Because usually in the past, I would just ban graphic artists. I guess because I haven't had one come in here in so long.
All one's the count.
So. Nice. Outfield assist for Phil Lee. He's pretty good at that stuff. Let's see if he can come through. This is all about making sure that the Brewers aren't in a position to sweep the Phillies.
Now batting, catcher, Aaron.
All right. Phillies have a lead. And Phil Lee can even stretch it out even further if he could get a base hit here.
Nope, that's a ball. Aye. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice. They can say it's weak contact all they want, but Phil Lee got the base hit. He drove in the run. So, whatever, game. Excuse me. Ooh, Carson Kelly with a deep drive to center field, but the center fielder's under it. He's got it for the second out. Dang. That really looked good coming off the bat.
The left fielder, Miguel and Duhon.
Runner!
That's a ball. He's safe.
Nice. Okay, so then go sleep. You have COVID, dude. Go sleep. You can sleep it off.
That's ball 4.
But I get overall what you're saying is this is going to be a grounder at second. Kim's going to throw it on to Harper at first, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies takes game 2, 5-3. This series is tied at 1, and now we're heading into the rubber match, the final game before the All-Star break. Can the Phillies stay out front? Can they avoid dropping the series? Yeah, COVID usually makes you lose your sense of taste. And you also don't feel as hungry when you're sick. And since you're wait. Did you say you were throwing up? Or you threw up? I mean, you have to get nutrients into your body, so I mean, can you eat like crackers or a sloppy Joe usually is okay?
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Because you need to get something into your body. Oh, okay. Not a good start there for Phil Lee. He's already grounded out and struck out. And yet another ground. Oh no, he'll be on base this time. I mean, it'll still be an error, but it'll be an error, but at least he's on base.
That's an out. Got him.
Excuse me. Though it doesn't matter because because Carson Kelly's just going to ground into a double play.
Ball, that's outside. Ball, inside.
Mm.
Hey, way to drive it. Nice
There we
job.
go. Base hit. Came through at the last possible moment.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, shortstop, Kelly.
Yeah, see, I'm not dumb like the game is, thinking that a runner can stretch it based on his speed. It's nope, go back. Watch this, and Duhar is going to ground into a double play here. Oh, I might, well, not grounded, but he lined out into a double play to the first baseman, so. But it was a double play regardless.
1-1-1.
Ground ball to Bohm at third, throws it on the first, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies, despite dropping the first game to the Brewers, they take the final two. They win the final game 1-0. Christopher Sanchez with his 11th win on the year, and we're heading into the All-Star break. But before we get there, I do gotta go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back, guys. And then we'll get into the All-Star break. Okay, sorry about that. So I think we had an equipment package to look at here. Nothing new. All right. So just looking at the Phillies season so far, 65 and 32, more than twice as many wins as losses. So that's good. That's what you always want. Phil Lee having a fantastic season, a 362 average, or 364 average, I should say, with 40 home runs. He's leading the way for MVP. That's good to see, and he's got to stay ahead of Pete Crow Armstrong and Ellie De La Cruz. No doubt he's going to be an all-star. Tarek Skubal is leading for the Cy Young, and not far behind him is Zach Wheeler. So Philly's getting some representation. Philly could also win the batting title. He's got a 364 average. I already said that. Andrew Saalfrank is the current front runner for the Reliever of the Year award with 29 saves. Moises Ballesteros, he's the leader for the NL Rookie of the Year. Phil Lee is the front runner for the Hank Aaron Award. Brady Singer for Gold Glove at pitcher. Moises Ballesteros for catcher. Wilson Contreras for first base. That's interesting. Second base, Tommy Edman. Third base, Caleb Durbin. Shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Left field, Dane Myers. Oh, that's the other one I forgot to mention for a new legend, Jeff Conine. He's going to be in the game. Pete Crow Armstrong for center field, and Fernando Tatis Jr., who just doesn't seem to miss anything in right field because he's still perfect. Jerk. For DH Silver Slugger, Shohei Ohtani is leading. Catcher, Keeper Ruiz. Carson Kelly is not far behind him. At first base, you have Michael Busch. At second, you have Jazz Chisholm Jr. Third base, you got Matt Chapman. Shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Outfield, Phil Lee, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Taylor Ward, with Kyle Tucker and Ronald Acuna Jr. behind them. I would look at the American League, but I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather look at the standings. So the Phillies have a 17-game lead over the Braves. The Mets have absolutely gone downhill. That is sad to see. They're actually approaching the level of the Nationals. That's very sad. For the Central, it's a tighter race. You've got the Cubs 2.5 games ahead of the Reds and the Brewers. And the Pirates are 4 games back, so they're still in it. Cardinals are the only one that are, kind of getting out of it. For the National League West, you have the Dodgers leading the division, 6 games over the D-backs. The Padres, and the Rockies and the Giants, they're all over 10 games back, so they're starting to slip away. And then for the wild card, you have the Reds and Brewers, each have the first 2 wild card spots, followed by the Pirates. So very heavy on the NL Central here, but a lot can change in the last 2.5 months of the season. For the American League East, the Red Sox are leading their division, only a half game, though, ahead of the Orioles, and 3.5 ahead of the Blue Jays. The Yankees are 10 games back. So not out of it, but they're entering the danger zone, really. And the Rays are 15.5 back. For the American League Central, you have the Guardians 4.5 ahead of the White Sox and 6.5 ahead of both the Tigers and Royals. Pretty competitive division so far here. And then for the American League West, you have the Astros, they're one game ahead of the Mariners, so that's going to be a tight race right there. Rangers, Angels, and Athletics, they currently have average or records under 500, though they're not 10 games back, so they're still in it if they can just turn it around. For the wild card, you have the Orioles with the number 1 wild card. Number 2 goes to the Blue Jays, and the White Sox have the third wild card, only a game and a half ahead of the Mariners. So this is going to be a tight race heading into the season. Now let's see who some of the All-Stars are going to be. So we got Mitch Keller. Looks like he's going to be the starter for the National League. That's kind of interesting. Pablo Lopez is also there. Ryan Nelson. I'm really surprised that Tarek Skubal didn't get enough to be able to get in this. Wheeler might make it, but I feel like they're just going to go with... I feel like that's the cutoff, so Paul Skeens also misses it. That's interesting. They both had the same amount, unless they're going to go with 5 people or 5 starters, which I don't necessarily think that's a good idea, but for relief pitcher, you got Sean Manaea, Dylan Dodd, AJ Minter, AJ Puck, and Matt Strom. I feel like those are the ones who are going to be in it. And then for closer, you got Jeff Hoffman, you got Andrew Salfrank, and Edwin Diaz. For catcher, Carson Kelly, he had a nice bounce back, although he's on a bit of a cold streak right now. But he still had enough to be the starter, so it's good to see that Phil Lee won't be the only starter from the Phillies in the All-Star game. There's also Drake Baldwin and I want to say Francisco Alvarez, so National League East representing the catcher spot in the National League for the National League All-Stars. For first base, you got Michael Busch, Tyler Soderstrom, and Josh Naylor. For second base, you have Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jake Cronenworth, and Ketel Marte. Jared Triolo's not far behind, but it's kind of late at this point. Third base, wow, that's a surprise. Ahmed Rosario. He came through. He had... I'm honestly shocked. An OPS under 650, and somehow that guy gets the nod for the All-Star game. I really would like to know the logic behind that, because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, whatever. Ellie De La Cruz is leading for shortstop, but Trey Turner is not too far behind. In some areas, he's starting to regress, but he is getting up there. And then Alexander Bogaerts is also in the mix as well. In left field, you got Randy Arozarena, Christian Yelich, and Taylor Ward. I think Ward's had a pretty good season so far for the Braves. Yeah, he's got an OPS over 800. That's what you want. He's got a WAR of 1.8. 28 home runs, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see him, or if Lee sees him in the home run derby. For center field, Pete Crow Armstrong just having a fantastic season. I mean, dude's a 99 overall, and he's at 24 years old. That's crazy to me. Cody Bellinger and TJ Friedel, they're behind him. And then finally for right field, Phil Lee's going to start with Kyle Tucker and Juan Soto behind him. So that's your All-Star that's your all-star. Oh, DH. Forgot about DH. Looks like Shohei Ohtani is going to make it. Rosa Reyna was going to be starting in left field, so he's not going to be part of it. Christian Yelich and Jerkson Profar, maybe. I'll leave that up to the game, though, to determine who gets DH. Schwarber, how has he done this season? Underperforming. That's not good to see. I mean, he was in a hitter-friendly ballpark in the with the Phillies. Now he went to San Diego, that I would argue is not as hitter-friendly as Citizens Bank Park is. So, although you would think that with him being an extreme pull guy, you would think that short right field corner would actually play to his favor. Oh well. All right, so that's your National League All-Star starters and players. So let's hop into the home run. Oh, wait. I said we were going to upgrade Phil Lee before we got into the next, before we got into the All-Star game. But can Phil Lee finally get a home run derby championship? He didn't win it last year. He came close, but he didn't win it. He's going up against Pete Crow Armstrong, Riley Green, Taylor Ward, Yordan Alvarez, Aaron Judge, Nick Kurtz, and Michael Busch.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will
San
battle.
Diego,
Only
huh?
4 will advance. In the first round, the contestants will have 3 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. The semifinal and championship rounds last just 2 minutes. If a contestant hits a home run over 425 feet during bonus time, they will earn an additional outs. Whoever hits.
Yeah, that was basically them going over the rules. It's pretty much the same as it was the previous year.
Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. Now batting, Phil Lee.
Uh-oh. This is already not good. Oh, Phil Lee may struggle here. I don't know.
Oh,
Finally, he's
that's
got a home run.
monster home run.
That didn't count as a home run? Why?
No doubt about that one. 2 minutes are now on the clock.
Philly's going to call for time here.
That one's off the supply company building.
What? No, it wasn't. That
Outta
was
here.
off this.
That's his 4th home run.
There we go. Now he's starting to
Three
get
in a
it.
row now.
And just like that, speak too soon.
Another home run. Just 1 minute remaining.
This is not good for Lee.
No question about that one. That's gone. Home run number 8. A hat trick. 3 in a row. 4 in a row now. 5 straight home runs.
Philly getting in a groove. Oh.
It's gone. Home run number 12. The bonus round has begun. That one is
12.
out of here. His 13th home run. Oh, that's
there we go. Bonus out.
Run.
Let's see, fair. It's gone.
Third consecutive home run.
Okay, so maybe he just needed to get to the... Good thing he's got that extra out. But 15. So 15, is that going to be enough? I don't know. We're just going to fast forward to the next batter.
Let's see.
Crow Armstrong got 17. Riley Green gets 19, so this is not looking good for Phil Lee. 19, so he's practically the first one. He could be the first one eliminated. And he will be, so so Phil Lee has officially been eliminated. Oh boy. That's bad to see. All right. Well, we'll see how far it goes. So Judge is also going to be eliminated as well. Nick Kurtz with 26? Holy crap. Damn, Kurtz. Wait, I didn't see what happened. Okay, well, the four that are advancing are Nick Kurtz, Michael Busch, Riley Green, and Taylor Ward. Wow, the last three guys each had 19 home runs, just barely enough to stay ahead of Yordan Alvarez. So, wait, what happened here? So Taylor Ward had 7. Can Nick Kurtz beat 7?
From the A's, Nick Kurtz.
Not looking good so far.
No doubt about that one. That's gone all the way out to the pier. His third in a row.
No way.
Number
wow.
4 in a row.
I'm shocked.
Just 1 minute remaining. And gone into the home run deck. Another home run. That one's off the supply.
So he only needs one
building.
more. Could this be it? It is. So Nick Kurtz will advance to the finals.
Will advance them into the championship round. And that ends the round. He finishes with 8 home runs. And that will put him in to the championship round. 2 minutes.
So 11. Michael Busch
Now
needs to beat 11.
Representing the Chicago Cubs, number 29, Michael Busch. That one is gone. His second home run.
Nope, foul ball. Oh no, it's not looking good for Michael Busch.
Home run. Just 1 minute remaining. That's gone all the way out to the pier. That one's off the supply company building.
Again, no, it's not.
30 seconds left. No question about that one. The bonus round.
All right, here we go. The Michael Busch catch Riley Green.
That is
7.
out of here. No doubt about that one.
It's a bonus out, so Michael Busch has 8 outs, or he has 4 outs to work with here.
That's 3 in a row now.
Maybe Michael Busch can do this.
That clears the wall.
No. Oh man, this is going to be close.
Another
11, it's a
home
tie.
run.
Does Michael Busch have it here? He does! So it's going to be Michael Busch versus Nick Kurtz in the final round. We got American League versus National League again.
Two minutes.
10 home runs for Michael Busch. Does he have the energy?
There it is.
Oh, I think he's got
That one
plenty.
is gone. His second home run.
That's not going to cut it.
And there it is. His third home run. Another home run.
Four now. Oh, he was at 4. He's been stuck. Uh-oh.
That's a
There we go.
home
He's
run.
got 5.
His fifth in the round.
6.
No question about that one. His
7.
third consecutive home run. That's number
8.
4 in a row.
Michael Busch going to do it here. That's 1 out. We only got 3 to work with right now.
And gone into the home run deck.
It's tied. And it's a tie.
Hitting
So
first
now
with a
there
swing
has
off,
to be a
representing the A's.
swing
Number
off.
16,
3 swings
Nick
or until decided.
Kurtz. 2 minutes start now on the clock.
Uh-oh. Nick Kurtz swing and a miss. You never want to do that. Fly ball center field. That's the second out.
Oh, that's
So
a
Michael Busch
monster
needs 2 home runs.
And no time remaining, that will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run. He'll have to hope the challenger has an equally difficult time if he wants any chance to advance.
Ooh, that was a good
Now
one.
hitting in the swing off from the Chicago Cubs, number 29, Michael.
Oh, that's going to be close. No. Ooh, that sounded like a good one. It is high. It is deep. It is
That one's off the
gone.
supply
So
company
Michael
building.
Busch is the 2026 or 2027 Home Run Derby champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Michael Busch.
Wow. 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 Oh, wow. Talk about a comeback there. He lucked out. All right, well, that was fun to watch. Now it's time to get to get to the other part of All-Star weekend or All-Star break, or the All-Star break, the All-Star game itself. So Philly is going to hit 5th in this. De La Cruz is the catcher, or is going to lead off, followed by Ahmed Rosario. Kyle Tucker is the DH. Michael Bush is the first baseman. Phil Lee, as I mentioned. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is hitting 6th. At second, Carson Kelly hitting 7th at catcher. Randy Arozarena will be batting 8th in left field. And finally, Pete Crow Armstrong will round out the lineup in number 9 in center field. For the American League All-Stars, you got Nico Herner leading for them. Then you have Bo Bichette at short. Aaron Judge in right field. He's batting 3rd. Yordan Alvarez, the DH, in the cleanup hole. Nick Kurtz, the home run derby runner-up, at first base. He's the fifth batter. At number 6 will be Riley Green in right field, or left field, excuse me. Jose Ramirez at 3rd. He's 7th in the lineup. Cal Riley behind the plate. He's going to be at number 8. And Julio Rodriguez in center field. He's the 9th hole. So here we go. Zach Wheeler versus Garrett Crochet. This is going to be an interesting one. And look at that. Garrett Crochet having a freaking Cy Young season to remember. Going to have a 138 average. Holy. Or a 138 ERA. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All-Star game in San Diego. Best from the American League face off against the best from the National League.
Your National League All-Star.
All right, first batting opportunity here. In the bottom of the second. Runner on first. Lee's going to drive this one out to center field. But the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez, is going to be there to grab it. So, sorry, Lee, no base hit there for you. But the National League does take a lead.
The first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
So Nick Kurtz on base with a single.
Now batting.
And the American League takes the lead, 2-1. Ooh, excuse me. Joe Ryan is now in the pitch for the American League. He's going to take him deep to center field. The center fielder underneath it. And he's going to catch it. So, sorry, Lee. Now Noah Cameron is in. That was a weak fly out. I think even Lee has to admit that. And Lee has been taken out of the ball game, so he will not finish up he will not play the entire game.
Now batting.
So all he could do is just watch to see what happens. Can Pete Crow Armstrong walk this off for the National League All-Stars? Deep fly ball to left field. That's got to be enough. Here comes the runner. He's safe. And the National League All-Stars walk it off to win it 3-2 over the American League All-Stars. So though Phil Lee did not do anything in this game, he does get to celebrate the win. A lot of pride there. Pete Crow Armstrong doing exactly what he needed to do to win the game for the NL All-Stars. No doubt that Bryce Terang is going to score there. 84 speed, that would have been hard not to have him. That would have been hard for him to get out. And that's the All-Star game. Unfortunately, not a very productive one for Phil Lee, but hey, it is what it is. Well, Phil Lee had a good time, even though he didn't get beyond the first round in the Home Run Derby and he didn't get a hit in the All-Star game. You know, he still had a lot of fun. But he's ready to get back to work and get back to the regular season. He's going to do some training to get him into the swing of things. Yes, pun intended. Shoot. Nice. Oh, okay. Looks like Stephanie wants to talk to us. Nah, Lee's pretty happy for now. Although he'd like to see if the Phillies will do something about Andujar and left. Because that's just not acceptable.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
1-0.
There we go. I heard the MVP chants for Phil Lee. As he's going to drive this one out to right field. And that's over the wall. Ring the bell, Phil Lee. Your 41st home run on the year. That puts the Phillies up 2-0 over the Baltimore Orioles. Excuse me. And Lee Hart's Philadelphia. Looks like Philly's going to get another at bat here. 3-1 now in the bottom of the third. Nice base hit down the right field line for Philly.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
But Carson Kelly's going to ground into a double play here. Because of course he will.
Moving off to the Orioles, the right fielder.
First fielding opportunity of the second half of the year. Oh.
The center.
1-0.
We had good contact there, but right at the center fielder. That sucks. Right at Harrison Bader, former teammate of Lee.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Lee with a drive out to right field,
Foul ball!
but foul ball. Sorry, Lee. Gotta go back to home. Or gotta go back home. What's that? Which game did you buy?
Two.
Oh, man. Pop up to the catcher. That's going to be caught. Dang it. Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with nostalgia. Ooh, it's a good thing Phillies scored in the bottom of the eighth because the Orioles tied it in the top of the eighth. Drive out to left field and Duhar underneath it. He's got it, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies take game one against the Orioles, 5-3. Yep, yes you do. Bill Lee with a home run and a single, 2 RBIs, so he definitely had his hand in this game. In fact, if it weren't for his home run or his 2 RBIs, Phillies would still be playing at this point. I mean, on my phone, I have Backyard Baseball 2001 on my phone that I play from time to time. So, nothing wrong with with getting nostalgic. I still have a lot of the PlayStation 2 games that I grew up or grew up playing, and I still play them from time to time. You just get that sense of nostalgia.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Carson.
Yeah, Backyard.
Kelly.
Wait, which one? 01, the original, or the original Backyard Baseball? Or is it that really sucky one that came years later, like 04 and beyond?
Runner! Ball. Out on the tag.
Ah, man. Caught stealing. Gotta learn to slide to the side.
That's a foul ball.
That may have been a strike, that may have been a ball. I wasn't going to take the risk there.
Point three.
That was definitely a ball, so no reason for Lee to swing at that.
The third baseman, Jordan Westberg. The batter, the designated hitter.
Oh, come on. Ah, I can't beat it. Lee can't beat it. Big opportunity here for Lee. He wants to get off the schneid. He wants that home run. It's going to be tough to do it against Felix Bautista. So that's for certain. Maybe he should have just gone for some kind of a base hit.
No ball. Two strikes. Ahoy! Three.
All it says is Backyard Baseball. Okay, all right. I just figured I'd ask. Pope, how you doing? Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Chance here for Philly to walk it off. And he wants to walk it off. But he's not going to walk it off like that. The heck, Lee? Ooh, 90 speed is going to be hard to throw out.
Here we go. 3-3 relay, relay.
Got him! And Philly saves the Phillies there. Now let's see if Alec Bohm can drive in Carson Kelly. Didn't need a base hit. Yeah, Kelly was smart not to go on that.
Now batting, number 6.
Oh, there should be no issue with this unless it's an infield pop-up. Turner's not going on that? What? They're going to bring in a new pitcher to face Lee. They're bringing in Luis Guerrero. So another opportunity here for Lee to drive in the winning run.
Yeah.
He's a little too excited right now.
Five. 0-2.
Oh no, Lee, what are you doing? Oh my God.
Now batting.
Oh no. Oh boy. Two opportunities right there by Brandon Marsh and Phil Lee to drive in Turner, and neither one of them could do it. And that's in the gap. That's going to score the run. Alec Bohm walks it off for the Phillies. Meanwhile, Phil Lee, not a good game. And I'm talking about Lee, not Philly itself, but Phil Lee. Not a very good game. 0 for 6. I mean, that's just horrible. He's got to bounce back in the next game. At least the Phillies won. So that makes it the series at, 2-0. So Phillies are going for a sweep here.
Ball. No.
Runner, runner, runner!
Ball 3, inside.
Nice.
Drive. Three ball.
That could have been
One
ball
strike.
4. And Phil Lee's going to drive this one out to right center field. No doubt about it. Ring the bell, Phil Lee. That's your 42nd home run on the year. And it puts the Phillies up 2-0 against the Orioles in the bottom of the first. There we go. That's a great way to bounce back from an 0 for 6 night. Lead off the very next game with a home run. Well, actually not lead off, but rather first at bat in the next game, hit a home run.
Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, number 6, Harrison Bader.
Oh, Phil Lee misplayed it.
Relay, here we go, man. Relay.
No, he's
No,
safe.
he's safe.
Now batting, the right
Good thing that didn't come back to bite the Phillies, but still, can't be having that.
Ball. Ball 2. 2-0's the count. He rides.
You know what? That's fine. Let that one go by. Not exactly the best pitch to be hitting. Of course, Phil Lee goes for that pitch.
Out. D-ride. No balls.
Hit it
One
there?
strike.
I'd like to see where that sign is in the crowd. Maybe he can hit it there. But if it's in foul territory, he's not going to hit it. Fastball right down the middle, and Lee cannot straighten it out.
No, outside.
Underneath the knuckle curve, and that's going to be a ground. Oh no, it's going to be in foul territory. It's going to land in foul territory, so he gets another chance.
Hurt.
Brendan Nimmo on the Orioles. I guess the Mets gave up on him. Hold on, I want to check. Nope, he just, I guess after his contract with the, or no, yeah, he's still in his contract, so I think, right? Because Nimmo's contract wasn't up after the 2026 season. I think the Mets just traded him away. Well, no more Nimmo for the Mets, so Phil Lee isn't gonna see him too often.
Out.
Ground ball to Trey Turner at short, throws it on to Bryce Harper at first, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies sweep the Orioles 2-1. Phil Lee's 2-run homer in the first inning was the difference maker right there. So though not a great all-round series for Lee, he did come up with a key hit in the final game that won them the game. So, you know what? Can't complain too much about that. Hold on. We're going to choose the uniform for this, because I knew immediately where they were going. And I did not want to go there. Now this is a big series against the Dodgers.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
All one.
Ooh, Dodgers turned it up. He's going to drive that one out to center field, but the center fielder's underneath it. He's got it, and that's the second out of the first inning. And they're also going up against Shohei Ohtani, but they have Tarek Skubal, so this is going to be an interesting matchup. Who's going to crack first? Ohtani or Skubal? Looks like Ohtani blinked first.
Phil Lee.
And Lee's going to drive this one out to left center field, no doubt about it. Ring the bell, Phil Lee. That's your 42nd home run on the year. Or no, 43rd. And that extends the Phillies' lead to 2-0. No doubter, too. Sweeper right down the middle. I mean, come on, Ohtani. You knew that was gone. Probably as soon as it left as soon as it left his hand, it was gone. And now the Phillies add on. It's 3-0 now. And Philly throws him out. Freddie Freeman trying to extend that single into a double, and he pays the price for it. And wait, did she say she wanted to hang out? Like, or did you say, listen, we're hanging out, I think we should go see a movie? Like, basically, what I'm asking is, did she agree to hang out with you? Did she text you back and say, yes, let's hang out? Okay. Then yeah. Hanging out at a more neutral ground, I think, makes it a lot more relaxing for you and for Maddie.
Relay.
So that's good. Well, enjoy hanging out with her. And again, don't feel any pressure. Just realize that this is just you two hanging out, having some fun, and getting to know each other. All right? I guess we'll enter here because it is a safe situation. Pop up to the shortstop. Turner's underneath it. He's got it, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies take Game 1 against the Dodgers, 3-0. Eric Skubal wins this matchup against Shohei Ohtani. Look at that record for Ohtani. He's 5-10. Holy cow. I never thought I would see a record that bad for Ohtani. That's actually very, very weird to see. All right. What movie are you going to take her to see? Or what movie are you guys watching?
Hey! 1-1.
Have you thought about that yet? As Philly's going to drive this one to center field. No doubt about it. Ring the bell, Philly. Your 44th home run on the year. And the Phillies lead 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Philly not wasting any time at all against these Dodgers pitchers. Like, first opportunity he gets against them, he's going deep on them. Ohtani, Yamamoto, he's not wasting any time here. Maybe he's still upset over not advancing past the first round in the home run derby. Trying to prove himself. Like, hey, I've got some home run power. Just because I didn't make it beyond the first round of the home run derby does not mean I can't hit, or he can't hit for power.
Cut.
perfect. Right on the money. No doubt about it. You're out. Oh, but the Dodgers score 3. They take the lead. Oh,
Counts
boy.
1-0.
Oh, boy.
That ball's foul. That's ball 2.
Mm.
Three and two.
Ah, I thought that was going to stay outside. Lee got fooled by it. Me and Lee, we both got fooled.
The right fielder.
And it gets even worse now. It's 5-2, LA. He held up.
0-1's the count.
Lee with a base hit up the middle. Ooh. So on Wednesday, they're going to do the Diamond Dynasty ratings reveal. Ooh, that's going to be interesting.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Miguel, if you have any power in you, please. Nope. I didn't know it got by him. Had I known that, I would have sent Lee to third. Lee with a drive out to left field, but the left fielder is under it. He's got it, and that's going to be the second out. At least it wasn't a double play this time. Of course, Bohm looks at strike 3, so... But that's okay, but Lee is going to be able to throw out Tucker, trying to extend a single into a double, and the Phillies cut within or get within 2 of the Dodgers, but Phillies not helping the cause there by grounding out to his shortstop. And I don't think Bryce Harper is going to be able to do anything, so we're just going to sim it, and that's the ball game. So Dodgers take game 2 against the Phillies, 5-3. Rubber match in the next game. He's going to throw over the third, and he's going to get the runner. Going to nail him. What are you doing? Trying to extend that lead, or trying to go from first to third. Should just should just stayed on second. As Lee's going to drive that out to right field. It's going to land up against the wall. He's going to slide in for a double. Already down 2-0, so every base hit that Lee can get to put himself in scoring position, all the better.
Batting fourth, the pitcher, Kelly.
2-2 the count.
And Kelly is just going to ground out to the third baseman to retire the side.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Uh-oh. May have to leap at the wall for this one. Oh, no! What did Lee do? Lee dove instead of leaping at the wall. Oh, no. That was bad. It's my fault. I hit L1 by mistake instead of R1. So that's my fault.
Hey, 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball, that's out.
I haven't even seen some of the trades that have gone on. They're only a couple weeks away from the trade deadline.
2 strikes.
A week at least.
3.
Lee.
Now batting, right
Perfect opportunity here for Lee. Get a home run. Tie the game at 6.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Or hit a double to right field. I guess that works too. I was about to say, if they sent the runner, no. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Gotta do better than that, Kelly. Marsh, you're about our only hope. He's gonna try. He's gonna score! This game is tied! So Brandon Marsh with a opposite field hit. Taking the ball on the ground the other way. Driving in two, and this game is tied. Never count out the Phillies. This is why this series, the last matchup between the Phillies and Dodgers in the playoffs, that's why it went 7 games. These teams are very competitive. And of course, it doesn't help when you have players like Carson Kelly grounding into double plays. That does not help. Ooh, Eugenio Suarez having a season with the Dodgers.
Come on. Relay.
All right, he takes a hit away from Suarez. But the runner does move up to third. Is this suggesting something? Is Miguel Andujar going to walk it off here for the Phillies? No, of course not. Like, what? Bill Lee with a base hit to right field. Going to put the runner in scoring position. Carson Kelly can actually come through. 2 count, that's not good.
Kelly.
Line out to the first baseman, and the Dodgers and Phillies are heading to extra innings. Can Bryce Harper walk it off for the Phillies? He will not. He's just going to fly out to left field. Because of course he is. Smart. That runner on third right now was very smart. Yeah, this is over. Dodgers absolutely exploded for 5 runs. Nothing that the Phillies were going to do was going to change that. So unfortunately, the Dodgers take the series against the Phillies 2-1. But you know what? Philly tried. And at the end of the day, it was a 4-2 homestand for the Phillies. We knew that series against the Dodgers was going to be a tough one. We knew. But it's okay. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Philly still played great. Okay, got some nice base hits. Got a couple home runs, and at least they weren't swept. Okay, that's the worst thing that could happen is the Phillies being swept at home. And the other good news is that they're still in control of the first seed, or the number one seed in the National League. So as long as they keep it up, they should be fine. I just thought it would be fun to look at what the relationships are between Phil Lee and his teammates. It's about halfway to the Hall of Fame. Is there any? How do you retire in Road to the Show? How does that work? I'll have to look that up, because I think, like I said earlier, this season will be the final season of Phil Lee's Road to the Show, regardless of what happens. So, a lot of pressure on him to be hitting, or to be going for the World Series. But MLB The Show 26 is coming up, and Phil Lee is not going to be able to be transferred over. So we're going to have to start from scratch on that one, but not before we do a lot of stuff in Diamond Dynasty. We got World Baseball Classic content. We're going to have, all the opening content to go through. We're going to have packs to open up. So we're not, it's not going to be an immediate jump into Road to the Show. Plus, I want to get familiar with Road to the Show myself, all the new changes that they made, see which teams are available and which colleges are available and playing in the College Baseball World Series. So I want to get familiar with that before I attempt to resurrect Phil Lee, or if I do some other different character. I mean, I pitched the idea of doing taking one of the Backyard Baseball characters and making an Road to the Show with them. So, but like I said, big focus come MLB The Show 26 is going to be Diamond Dynasty. If I get around to Road to the Show, great. If not, we could always save it till later. So, but that's going to do it for me, guys. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start a stream. So overall, this was good. We made some good progress today. I mean, the All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby kind of slowed it down a bit. But you know what? It's all good. As long as the season is still progressing, the Phillies and Phil Lee can still get to, as long as we can get to the end of the 2027 season, that's all that really matters. You know what I didn't do? I didn't check to see what some of the trades have gone on. Which trades have gone on? So let's see. Oops. Nope. Got to back out now. So the Braves acquired Joey Wentz from the Nationals for the shortstop. The Cardinals acquired Nolan Shanuel from the Red Sox for Andre Palante. The Pirates acquired Colson Montgomery from the White Sox for for a pitcher and a second baseman. Wow. Juan Yepes is on his way. Is in Baltimore now after the Nationals traded him there for Danny Murphy. Yeah, I saw that Taylor Ward is now with the Braves for Brady House and Esteban Nunez. Miguel Vargas is now on the White Sox for Lawrence. Excuse me. Just trying to. Anyone else that I'm familiar with? The Padres acquired Jeff Hoffman from the Brewers for J.P. Sears and Robert Suarez, so we saw them. The Mets got Brian De La Cruz from the Nationals for this catcher, Ronald Hernandez. The Pirates got Gage Wood from the Marlins for Thomas Palmiero. The Braves got second baseman Tim Tawa from the D-backs for Jared Kelenic. Luis Castillo going from the Mariners to the Rays. Wow. I don't think I even saw him. All right, so not a lot of big trades happened here. At least none that I could see. I mean, the Colson Montgomery one, that one is definitely a shock. I can't believe the White Sox would give up on Montgomery like that. But whatever. So, when I go live tomorrow, we're going to pick up from here. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.